We at That Kevin Show are conducting a survey. We'd like to know if you, the viewer, have any interest in seeing your member of Congress bounce up and down like a character from a Mario video game. We didn't think so. Choose your character. And from Times Square, it's That Kevin Show. Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps,
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media,
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him as Votes-Stradamus.
Of course that Kevin show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be that Donald show. We don't have that, so we have That Kevin show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. Still to come, Dr. Sasa takes us behind the Burmese curtain. And one of the true stars of the president's speech to Congress this past Tuesday, Peyton McNabb. An original musical from Quidan Productions, sketch comedy from Not a Parody, and a sneak peek at The Last Supper. And now, still singing, We Will Overcome, from Al Green's congressional seat in the well of the House, here's That Kevin!
Man, Dave, I don't know what really was wrong with you, but you went kind of overboard on the Al Green
Nothing's wrong with me
this week. And you know what? It's really bad on my part because I get him mixed up with the gospel singer. Remember that Al Green?
Do.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh,
He was the one that did that, right?
yeah, he did.
No.
He did.
You know what else I found out this week? I can't do
No,
enough
what?
push-ups. Did you see this story? You know how many a man my age is supposed to be able to do?
12?
422.
Yeah,
It sounded off to me, too. Anyway, hey, let's get over to the news. For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Kevin McCullough. If anyone needed proof that we have entered a new era with the return of Donald Trump to the White House, look no further than the fact checkers at CNN. In their own giddy hopes of trying to catch Trump in a lie, the network immediately last Tuesday threw a red flag at Trump's pronouncement of taxpayer dollars being used for surgeries to transition mice. After the pronouncement, the Department of Government Efficiency produced the documents that itemized Trump's assertion. Tough call on who you'd rather be in that moment. The poor little Mickey, who was surgically changed into a Minnie, or the fact checker who got neutered over the incorrect fact checking. They only had one job. The Trump administration is revoking visas from students that are linked to terrorist protests, pro-terror rallies occurring at several American universities in recent days. Minnesota Congresswoman Representative Ilhan Omar's own daughter, being the mastermind of the protests at Bernard College in New York, might end up endangering the status of her entire family. Herself, her brother, her mom's brother, who is also her mom's husband. Hey, terrorist families, they do things differently. They like to keep it all in the family. Experts are warning Trump that his new Iron Dome defense plan for the U.S. might have unintended consequences in the near future. Mainly that it will make running cons with pro-terror states a lot more impossible, especially for families with names like Biden, Obama, or Omar. Female congressional members from the Democratic Party unleashed a video the following morning of the president's speech this last week, asking Americans to, quote, choose their fighter. The shots of said women appear in the video, bouncing up and down like video game characters in pause mode. The supposed fundraising tool brought in $0, but not for lack of exposure. The video went uber viral with more than 1 million voices ratioing it, saying how silly the representatives looked. Almost as silly as they did the night before. all decked out in pink, and incapable of supporting maternal crime victims, women's rights, or even little kids who kicked cancer. A couple of them did beat it back, however, to their hometown colleges just in time to participate in more pro-terrorist rallies. Democrat women, they know their priorities. For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Kevin McCullough.
Who's back? Did you miss me? 4 years out, did you feel the change? Or did things just get kinda strange? They thought they'd seen the last of me, but folks, America said, let's see! Back in the White House, whoa! The people spoke, the game ain't done. Back in the White House, they tried to stop me, but I still won. They called me a threat, they said I was through. Tried to jail me in Georgia, New York, D.C. too. But every indictment, it boosted my name. 4 years of Biden, they all felt the pain. I went on Joe Rogan, dropped truth like bombs. Talked about Fauci, big tech in the swamp. Kamala just laughed, said I was deranged. But they should have worried about Joe on the stage. Back in the White House, they tried to bury, but I rose again. Back in the White House, took back the country, now we fix the mess. Vance is my sidekick, Tulsi fought hard. Elon free Twitter, Kennedy's a star. Holland's at the border, cash brings the heat. And my rallies, massive, crowds filled the streets. Pete's at defense, ready for the fight. Rogan dropped the mic, changed the game that night. Susie's the boss, leading the charge. And Linda, education's getting torn apart. Christie's got Homeland, securing the land. America's back, do you understand? Debate's a joke, Joe couldn't keep up. Gave him a mic and he still screwed up. Kamala just cackled, avoided the scene. They said, Mr. Trump, you're back in the ring. Whoa, CNN cried, The View lost their minds. MSNBC, a meltdown divine. They called it the end of democracy's day. But folks, I'm just here to make America great. Back in the White House, Trump Force One just touched down. Back in the White House, a new chapter, so gather round. We're drilling again, the borders are tight. China's paying up, inflation's in flight. No more woke nonsense, bring back the pride. The American dream, it's still alive.
Take this and eat it. This is my body given for you. Whoever eats my flesh, drinks my blood, remain in me, and I in them. Do this in remembrance of me. I was a fisherman once, content to follow the rhythm of the tides. Peter, do you love me? Yes, Lord. You know that I love you.
These men are friends of Jesus of Nazareth.
The time has come for us to prepare the Passover dinner.
Jesus of Nazareth, where is he?
Dear Caiaphas, if I knew I would be with him.
People flocked to him. Why, Lord, did you not give such gifts to me?
Judas Iscariot. His inner struggles trouble me. You have the chance to change everything. I know where you can find him.
You have done well, traitor.
Should Caiaphas or the Romans appear, he entrusts us to be vigilant. You do not realize now what I'm doing.
He has nothing, yet he has everything.
Later, you will understand.
I was a fisherman once, but he made me a fisher of men.
Ready or not, we'll be right back.